YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to this channel, my name's Evelyn. If you're not new, welcome back. So in today's video, I'll actually be taking you through a really quick meal prep. In today's meal prep, I'll be making some chicken, some shrimp, sweet potato, actually no, regular potato because I don't have any sweet potato, steak, and some broccoli. And I totally forgot the best part, spaghetti. So it's spaghetti with turkey meatballs and ground chicken. It is my staple and I literally have it every single day, if not every second day. And then I usually, for the pasta, I use a Super Greens pasta. So this pasta is actually made from wheat semolina, spinach, zucchini, broccoli, parsley, and kale. It's dehydrated but may contain eggs. And I actually take you guys through my little dinner prep, which is just beef tacos that I'm making for my family tonight. And I hope you guys enjoy this video.
We gotta stand up for something. Gotta stand up for something.
I always start my meal preps mincing garlic. I love, love, love garlic. I find that it adds so much flavor in your meals. And just like salt, I find that it's the difference between having a very bland meal versus having a very flavorful meal. And honestly, I add garlic in just about everything. I add in all my vegetables, my meat, literally everything. So what I do is I actually just put it in a bowl, and whenever I need to prep anything else, then I'll just kind of sprinkle some garlic on. For this meal prep, I wanted to get all my chopping out of the way, so the next thing that I did was actually chop some onions. So this onion is actually going to be for my spaghetti. Next on the list are fries. So I just sliced up a whole potato. This time I wanted to use a regular potato instead of sweet potato. And I think because of YouTube and what we see on social media, a lot of people think that regular potatoes are bad for us because everyone always talks about sweet potato. The truth is, both potatoes have different health benefits, so it's totally up to personal preference. You can have both in your diet. And all I did was drizzle some olive oil, sea salt, and some chili powder. The only difference with broccoli is I actually use coconut oil spray. I forgot to mention, so while I'm prepping all this food, the oven is actually being preheated to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So the next thing I'm going to be prepping is actually shrimp. So I'm going to spray it with some coconut oil spray, and then I'm going to be seasoning it with some chili powder, paprika, ground cumin, sea salt, and then just sprinkle on some, actually no, it's garlic salt, and then sprinkle on some garlic, and then I just basically toss it all together and make sure that it's seasoned all over. Then we have chicken thighs. So I've actually switched over to chicken thigh instead of chicken breast just because I found myself not really enjoying eating chicken breast. My go-to chicken recipe is actually the same seasonings as before, except this time I used a seasoned salt, garlic powder, and actually some xylitol, which is basically just like a sugar substitute. Next, I seasoned some steak, so I just used salt-free steak spice and then some sea salt, and then I just basically kind of rub it into the meat and then let that sit for a little while. So this is actually not going to go into the oven. I actually pan fry this with coconut oil spray, and then I just shove everything else in the oven. The timer on for 15 minutes, but the shrimp is actually done before that. Chicken thighs were perfect, but the vegetables and potato had to be left in a little bit longer. Now that everything's in the oven, it's time to start on the spaghetti. So I actually start off with the ground turkey meatballs, which I add in an egg and 15 grams of breadcrumbs. And then I add in some garlic powder, garlic lovers seasoning, chili powder, everything spice. And then I just basically mix this all together. This adds so much flavor. I could not stand the taste of turkey before, but this makes it so good. And then I just basically shove in the oven right after everything else. And by now, everything else is basically done. And then I just kind of pack it all up. For my spaghetti sauce, I absolutely love mushrooms, so I just shove in a lot of mushrooms. A lot of people don't like mushrooms, so this is totally up to you. Everyone makes their spaghetti sauce completely different. I wanted to have a little bit more of a meaty sauce this time, so I actually used ground chicken with garlic lovers, chili powder, spaghetti sauce, paprika, garlic powder, and then I just mix this all up together as well. What actually makes meal prep go by quick is actually multitasking and kind of doing multiple things at once. So while things are in the oven, I'm making my spaghetti sauce, and then while I'm doing that, I'm actually pan frying the steak as you see on the right hand side. So I start off my spaghetti base with just garlic, onions, and the ground chicken, and then while I let that cook, my turkey meatballs are already done now basically. And now everything else is done. So everything in the oven's already out. I got my chicken, my broccoli, my shrimp, my fries, Now my steak's already done as well too. And then this is when I add in the tomato sauce. I don't make my own, I just get things from the grocery store. The secret to delicious turkey meatballs is having it actually finish cooking in the sauce, so then it's not super dry. The last thing on the list is taco seasoning. So it's 1 tablespoon of chili powder, some garlic powder, onion powder, chili flakes, paprika, cumin, and sea salt. And then you just kind of mix it all in together. Then you're going to brown the beef and then let it drain. So while my ground beef is cooking, I'm going to be prepping all my vegetables for the tacos. So here I have romaine lettuce and tomatoes, and I don't usually shred the cheese until we're actually eating. And then I use 1% fat sour cream. Ta-da!
Well, that concludes the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this little meal prep. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you. You matter, and I can't wait to see you guys soon. Bye!